went wrong in the 1MDB scandal and how has it impacted public trust in Malaysia, and what can be done by us to ensure transparency and rebuild trust? Many of you might wonder about this question and how it connects to the public procurement. So let's dive deeper into this question and uncover the answer together. So let's begin with 1MDB case in Malaysia, which is significant corruption trial. But what exactly happened? Let's break it down and understand the key events.
The 1MDB scandal started in 2009. 1MDB, or One Malaysian Development Berhad, was a state fund set up to promote development, but instead, billions of dollars were allegedly stolen by people linked to the fund, like businessman Jolo and former Prime Minister Najib Razak. So, where did the money go? The stolen money was used to buy luxury items like yachts, art, and even fund Hollywood movies. It wasn't just a Malaysian issue. The scandal affected countries worldwide, with investigation in the US, Switzerland, and Singapore.
Now, let's shift our focus to public procurement and how a major scandal like 1MDB revealed a critical weaknesses. But first, let's cover the basics, which is what is exactly a public procurement.
Public procurement is how governments buy goods and services, like building schools, providing public transport, or even maintaining hospitals. It's one of the biggest ways governments spend money to serve the public. And why is it so important for national development? Public procurement drives growth by creating jobs and building infrastructure. It's also key to improving people's lives by providing better services, but it has to be managed well. If not, it can lead to corruption and waste, hurting development instead of helping it. What does this tell us about Malaysia's public finance and governance? It reveals serious weaknesses. Malaysia's system had vulnerabilities like lack of transparency and poor oversight. These gaps allow billions to disappear without proper checks. Reforms are needed to prevent this from happening again. To dive deeper into this issue, we spoke with experts and individuals who are closely connected to and knowledgeable about this topic.
Farah Hosna, thank you for your time and willing to speaking with us today. Can you confirm if the 1MDB related charge against former Prime Minister Najib Razak has been dropped?
Hi, good morning. Yes, it's true. The charges related to 1MDB has been dropped.
What is the reason for this decision?
The prosecution decided to withdraw the charges. According to the reports, it was due to insufficient evidence to proceed further in this case.
This means he is no longer involved in any legal cases?
No, that's not the case. Najib is still facing other cases in court, including the SRC International case, which involved corruption charges.
And how has this decision been received by the public?
It's mixed. Some people are upset because they feel justice has been served, while others believe the decision was based on legal grounds.
What does this mean for the future of investigation for 1MDB?
The authorities say they are still investigating other individuals linked to 1MDB. The case is not completely closed.
So, what is the solution regarding this case?
To ensure transparency, the first thing is to make investigation of the public accessible without compromise sensitive details. Second, establish an independent oversight body to review and monitor progress. This builds trust.
So, how can this help?
Transparency reduces speculation, ensure accountability, and reassure the public that the system works fairly.
Thank you, Ms. Farah, for your time and those valuable insights.
Thank you, Ms. Hanani. Sorry for taking your time to speak with us about the 1MDB case.
Hi, good morning.
Were there other key findings that indicate misuse of funds?
Yes, there were various instances of funds being redirected or used without proper authorization. For example, billions from 1MDB's dealings were allegedly funneled through offshore entities for purposes unrelated to development projects. The National Audit Department also found inconsistencies in 1MDB's financial management and also reporting.
Wasn't there a public procurement system in place to prevent such misuse?
There is a system, but it was bypassed. For example, 1MDB avoided open tenders and used direct negotiations. This allowed inflated contracts, like in the case of power plants acquisitions, where overpayments benefits from this.
So, political interference play a big role?
Absolutely. Key decision makers in 1MDB had a very strong political backing, making it hard for auditors and also oversight bodies to act. For example, when auditors generally prepare a report on 1MDB, parts of it were classified under official secret acts, limiting public scrutiny.
Have there been similar issues in other cases in Malaysia?
Yes, the literal combat ship scandal is another example. Billions of ringgit were spent, but not a single ship was delivered. The lack of transparency and procurement processes again allowed this to be happen.
How can Malaysia prevent these kinds of scandals?
First, all major contracts must go through open tenders. Second, independent bodies needs a strong authority to update and investigate. Third, political influence must be minimized. And finally, whistleblowers should be protected to encourage reporting of corruption.
Do you think reforms after 1MDB and LCS case have made a difference?
There has been a progress, like the introduction of National Anti-Corruption Plan (NACP). However, implementation has been very slow, and public awareness is the key to ensure that the reforms are really effective.
Thank you for these insights. It's clear that the 1MDB case has underscored the need for systemic reforms.
You're welcome. Ensuring transparency and accountability is really essential to ensure that public trust in national institutions.
Sir, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. Yes, can I help you for this?
Yes, sir. I would like to take some of your time. So, sir, what do you think were the main reasons behind the mismanagement of funds in 1MDB?
So, well, Faris, the main reasons were the poor of the governments and the lack of transparency. There are no proper check and balance in the place. This can allow some of the individual to misuse their power for the personal gains. Corruptions and weak oversight play a huge role in the mismanagement of funds.
I see. So, what impact do you think this had on Malaysia's reputation and foreign investment?
So, that I know the scandal caused a lot of damage to Malaysians' international image. Many investors the loss of trust in the country, financial systems. They become the caution about doing the business here because they felt similar issue happens against. So it also made Malaysians look bad in terms to fighting the corruptions.
That's unfortunate. So, how effective do you think the investigation and legal actions were in handling those scandals?
So, when I know the investigations undercover a lot of important the detail and they help to bring some of the wrongdoer to justice. So, however, many people feel that the process was too slow and that not all those have responsible were held accountable. It shows some sort of progress, but there's still rooms for improvement.
I understand, sir. So, last what do you think that the government should focus on to reduce public trust after 1MDB?
Okay, so the government should prioritize transparency and accountabilities. They need to ensure the stricter law to prevent the corruptions and improve the governments in the public institutions. Educating the people about the importance of the integrity and showing their real result in fighting corruption will help the rebuild trust.
Thank you, sir. That was very clear and helpful.
You're welcome, Faris. It's important to learn for some such incidents to prevent them in the future.
Hi and good evening. Sorry for bothering you. Can I ask you some question? Hi, good evening. Yes, sure. So, as a citizen, how do you feel about the 1MDB scandal and its impact on Malaysia?
Well, it's really disappointing. The 1MDB case has affected our country in so many ways. Not only did it cause a massive financial scandal, but it also has damaged Malaysia's reputation globally. I think most of us feel betrayed, especially when we see the scale of mismanagement and corruption. The public trust in the government has certainly been shaken. before disturbing you, how do you think the government should address the aftermath of 1MDB to regain public confidence?
Hi, in my opinion, I believe transparency is the key. The government must take decisive actions against anyone involved in the scandal and ensure that similar situations don't happen again. A stronger oversight mechanism, more stringent laws and independent audit should be a priority. Only then the public begin to feel that our tax money is being spent responsibly.
The 1MDB scandal has exposed Malaysians to serious flaws in Malaysia's governance and public procurement system, shaking public trust to its core. It shows how corruption and weak oversight can impact not just the economy but the life of everyday people. However, it also became a turning point, or we call it as a wake-up call for change. With initiatives like National Anti-Corruption Plan and efforts to improve transparency, there's a hope for a better future. But true progress will need more policies. It calls for a real action, accountability, and a collective commitment to doing what's right.
Just the president besides rebuilding trust again about fixing the system, but it is also restoring faith in the positive experience that's shown by the pressure of the people. By learning from the past, we can move forward together, creating a future built on transparency, integrity, and trust. Just
in progress.